Hi guys, it's Blackie. Okay, today I want to do an update on something. Back probably 2 years ago now, I started carrying a product produced by Olight. In fact, I had several products by Olight because I was going to do an upgrade to my flashlights, candling devices, and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, I had never had really good luck with any kind of LED type light. Typically what would happen was I would get them, they would do fine for a while, and then they would get to where they would go out and you'd have to jiggle them or bump them and whatever. And it just got to where they were always a pain in the butt. Yes, they had worked for a while and God, they were bright, but they'd go out for no reason. You know, you'd be shining it, light went out, and you'd come back on. And so when I decided to go with Olight, I'd had several people that I know and trust that said, this is ones you want. Okay, they do military type stuff, so I listened to them. And so I got Olight. Now, I got several in that set, but let me show you this one. Let's take them in turn. On my EDC, which is my key ring, I have an Olight right there. Now it's rechargeable and you screw it closed, turn on. It's a very bright light. I don't know the exact looms off the top of my head, but I will post the exact looms here. Okay, you unscrew it and Blackie, get your eyes on. There. Right there's the charging port, right in there. And you plug it in a computer, whatever, and charge it. That's simple. I thought that was going to be the first one to quit. This thing's been a warrior, guys. It's slapping and beating around on my keys all the time, and I do a very physical job. So I'm not sitting behind a desk somewhere. This is rattling and slapping all the time, and it's never let me down yet. I've run it to dead multiple times. Most times when I come in at night, because a lot of times I work till 11 or 12 at night, and I come in, that's the light I got on me to light up the seat, get in and out, and do everything I got to do. So it's used almost daily. It holds the charge well, it has a good run time, and it does a really good job. Now, which one is that? Well, that one is this one, which is a 1R2 EOS is the name of it. This one's still in a package. We'll get to that in a minute. It's small and light enough to wear around a neck. And it's part of my EDC of having a hot spark ferro rod, a flashlight, and a little bitty blade all right there together. Plus of my other knife and etc. that I already carry on my belt if I'm out, or my pocket knife if I'm just in civilian clothes like I am right now. Either way, that rides with me every day and has been a very good flashlight. It's never gone out. You know, you running and suddenly it just goes dark, or you got to beat. It's on, it's on. It stays on till it runs dry. Only in the last 10 seconds does it ever dim down. That's pretty impressive to me, be the size of it and how easily it is to charge up. So I've been really impressed with it. And so if you're looking for a little one, put into a small survival kit, to put into that small little bag, to wear around your neck is whatever. To have a keychain light like I got, these are good. I really recommend them. Now, the next one up. And just as long I have carried one of these. And that is the one I carry in my pocket. Now this one has multiple settings. It has a super low, which is called a moon glow, and then it's got 3 other levels to it. The battery is, you can take the battery out, it unscrews right there. And it has a, I said, come on, a battery in it. This one charges magnetically. And so it has a base on it that you just go click and stick it to the magnet, which is the charger. The little charger has a little light on it so that it's red whenever you plug it up, and as soon as it's charged it turns green. It's got a two-way clip on this thing so that I can clip it onto my necklace facing down or up, or this clip allows me to slide it onto my hat. This rides in my pocket. I've been super impressed with this. So much so, that's the reason for this video. On a recent trip, I lost mine. This is the replacement. It was exactly like this, except mine was a bronze color and this is orange. I prefer the orange, as you know. But this light has held up for tons of bushcraft use, tons of camping, and etc. Having such a small light, and I put it on that moon glow, which is the lowest setting. I clip it onto my ridge line in my hammock, and it's the perfect amount of light right here. So I can see whatever I got to do, but it's not just, oh my God, blinding. And at the same time, I do have that, oh my God, blinding as well, which has been a real asset when I had, like I mentioned before, in that recent video when I went out by myself, you know, clicked the light on, I could turn this thing on, there was a coyote out there, like, hello. You know, this will do the type job. It's a great everyday carry, and one of the things that I like about it, and this is something they don't talk about, it's going to be hard for you to see that. This lens is not flat, it's actually a dished in lens. That protects it from scratches, because it's actually like a cone going down to the actual element. It's down in there, 1/8 inch down. And so carrying it in my pocket, it doesn't get scratched up. Again, it's magnetic charger. I've got a little L bracket with a charger on my workbench in my study. I just come in and go click, do whatever I'm going to do on computer, look over, turns green, put it back in the pocket. It charges quickly, it does a good job. This is, if you're looking for a pocket light, guys, like he says, yes, this is what we're talking about. I have extensively field tested. Now let's talk about here in my south. I'm sweating. Right now I'm sweating. This thing is constantly in a hot, humid environment. So it's subjected to shock of me doing my job, things bumping into it, me dropping it occasionally, it being hooked to my necklace, being hooked to a hat, being whatever. This is not babied. And in, I would say, if it's not 2 years, it's awful close. It has held up. Never let me down once. That's the reason when I lost the original one, I had to get another one. I mean, it's become part of me. Having that keychain light and having that light, those are my lights. It has come in so handy at work when the powers went tick and I went poof. I can shine that in the roof on high and I'm illuminating an area. You know, it really makes a difference. Another advantage of that little keychain light, and this, it's small enough. A lot of times I'm doing gun work or whatever, and I need to look in that tiny little place. I need a strong light that's small that I can aim down in there. That's one of the reasons I took these two. They're utilitarian, how much, and the durability. I know I'm saying like I'm doing a commercial, but I'm giving you my honest opinion on what I think of this product. If you want a light, buy it, cry once and be done. These are not dirt cheap lights, but real world, guys, they've held up. And so that's a big thing to me. I have bought and got at Christmas some real expensive lights. I got a $200 light one time. For the job I was doing, it was an LED, everything in all the magazine articles said the greatest thing in the world. It lasted 2 weeks. You know, I turned it on, laid it down to shine a light from inside, and it went poof, and that was the end of it. I contacted the manufacturer, they didn't want to even know my name. That was a super expensive light to end up with nothing. These are rugged and durable and have paid for themselves in my light. Now, two others I want to show you. Now, let's keep an idea of the small one. This one. This is a i3T EOS. This is a small pin type light with that same type of clip. Imagine taking a slightly larger, but basically taking that and fluffing it out to a full size with a click button on the back. That's what that is, with a clip. Had one of these. Liked it, enjoyed it. Gave it to my brother-in-law. He uses it every day. He does work where he has to have an inspection light. That's been his inspection light. He's had it for over a year. And he's asked several times, where'd I get it? Because he's getting more of them. Other drivers, other people in his job are asking, where'd you get that light? Because it's the perfect size, does the perfect job. And the ability to clip to a light, clip to the necklace, clip to a lapel, clip it onto this is great. 16 hours on low, that little moon glow. Now, let's talk about moon glow for a minute. When we're out in the woods at night doing our bit, and you're in your hammock and you need to just simply turn the light on to step over there and answer nature's call, that 5 or 10 lume is perfect. I go click and it just illuminates what I see. It's a little bit brighter than, like, I'd say almost like twice as bright as a Silume, a chem light. More than enough for me to see what was that without blinding me. Because remember, I haven't had a light on in a while. I've got my night vision going. And I turn on that light. I want to just see and be, you know, I'm straining to look at it. I want to be able to just click, what was that? I want to see this right here. I'm trying to do whatever at night. I don't want to be blinded. I want to be able to turn on a light and see something right quick, up close. Take a look at something. That's what the advantage of this light is. You can have a light that's too bright. And I know a lot of people say, oh, no such thing. Yeah, there is. When you're out here and you've had, your night vision's been going for an hour and suddenly I hit you with 1,000 lumens, you don't see nothing but a bright star in front of your eyes for the next 20 minutes. I need enough lumens to see here. I need that super bright, like my little baton I think is 1,000, to shine way out yonder, but that's on demand. I'll use the low settings when I'm out here. Conserves battery, and I save that big and bad for when I need it. And finally, let's scale that up. There's this one. And this one is a Raiders Plus. And this is the bigger version of that light that we just talked about. I will slide it out of there so you can see how big it is. It's got everything, but bigger clip, everything. It's about the thickness of, I'd say, a nickel. Okay? But this is still small enough to put on your belt. Still small to carry in a haversack. To be the primary light in a haversack for a candling device. Now it has 800 looms, a 400 lume, and a 15 lume. It runs for 5 minutes on 800, 2 hours on 400, 65 hours on 15 looms. And it weighs 86 grams for you gram weenies. A good, light, handy light. And also it's got the charger and everything back in there. Now, this is considered like a tactical light. If you guys that want something to put on the underside of your M4 or whatever, this might be an option. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because I've been impressed with this gear. And I don't mind giving a good company that's really proven itself a plug out of it. I get my own gear. I get that because I want to try it. You'll never see a piece of gear on here that's a piece of junk. Because, and trust me, I have people try to send me stuff all the time. And I'll open it up and go, look at it, thank you very much, here's your stuff back. If it's not real, I'm not interested. So if you're looking for a good candling device, a good light, small size, a lot of versatility, take a look at Olight. Now, why, Blackie, are those 3 still in the box? Because my gathering that's going to be happening in South Alabama this September, starting on the 9th and running through the 13th, these are going to be given away as door prizes. And I've got a few other door prizes at that event. I had to replace my baton, that orange one, because I lost mine and I wanted it bad enough. So I'm going to be giving these away as door prizes at that. On Saturday night, we're going to draw names, and 3 of y'all are going to end up with a new light. I've got a few other pieces of gear I'm also going to be giving away. I'll also bring some of my old gear that I no longer have a use for to throw in the blanket for whatever. We shall see. But I want to take this opportunity to reiterate, because I did a review. A year later, I think I did a second review saying, yes, I'm still using it. And I believe now it's probably 2 years. And I'm still using this product. In real world, in the mud, in the dirt, in the heat, in the sweat. And this product has held up. And that's why I'm carrying an Olight. Hope this gives you some ideas, guys. Please leave any questions or comments below. And until next time, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.